The Mirror of Thoughts. Episode 6. The Consequences of Overlapping Choices. The Mirror of Thoughts. Episode 6. The Consequences of Overlapping Choices. Since the day Rio opened the box with Taka, he had been frequently peeking into it. The excitement of seeing future possibilities and other choices constantly swirled in his mind. However, every time he opened the box, Rio also felt as if he was losing something. It was a conflict of the heart, swaying between reality and dreams. That day, Rio took a deep breath before opening the box. He was more cautious than ever. The simple question he had in mind this time was, what if I had chosen a different path? Education, career, friendships, and family relationships. How would his life have been in a different world? When he opened the lid of the box, light filled the room for a moment, and gradually a new world emerged. What appeared was a completely different Rio. He hadn't gone to university and had immediately started working. His job was in sales at a top company, and Rio, dressed in a suit, worked busily every day, competing with his colleagues. His pursuit of success left him no time to rest, and his appearance seemed dazzling at first glance. So this is the path I didn't choose. Rio observed the people around him as he walked through that world. Although he appeared successful, fatigue was etched on his face. His colleagues were also exhausted from the competition, living each day solely in pursuit of results. That night, Rio returned home alone. He lived in a luxurious apartment, and the room filled with high-end furniture symbolized success. However, the room felt cold. His bonds with family and friends had weakened, and Rio was enveloped in loneliness. Is this really the world I wanted? Rio questioned himself. In the real world, even if he faced financial difficulties, the connections with his family and friends supported his heart. But in this world of pursuing success, it felt like all of that had been sacrificed. At that moment, Rio's vision blurred, and he was pulled back to reality. The light from the box disappeared, and silence returned to the room. He took a deep breath and sat there, lost in thought for a while. Success isn't everything in life, Rio murmured. He began to understand that every world had its good and bad sides, and the weight of each choice. The world shown by the box gave Rio new insights, but also deepened his confusion. That night, Rio called Taka. I have something to talk to you about. Let's meet again soon, he said before hanging up. Taka must also be feeling the impact of the box. Rio thought that if they talked it over, they might find an answer. The next day, Rio sat in front of the box again, staring at its heavy lid. What kind of world will you show me next? His heart was filled with a mix of anticipation and fear. The future shown by the box was always unexpected, and it was a trial for him. But now, Rio had made one firm decision. No matter what world he saw through the box, the final choice was his own will. No matter what future awaited, Rio was determined to take responsibility for his choices and walk his own path. Sitting in front of the box, Rio took another deep breath. He didn't know what kind of world he would see next, but he was no longer hesitant. As he slowly opened the lid, light once again filled the room. Next episode preview. When Rio and Taka face each other again, their friendship will face a new trial. Is the box showing the future, or is it just an illusion? Their choices might be the key to changing reality. Next episode, the intersection of hope and reality. What will they choose?